Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank the Institute for Policy Studies, particularly Ambassador Tommy Koh and Chung-Li Lin, Jasmine Su, and all the staff that have been involved in putting together this afternoon's event. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to participate in the release of the America's Role in Asia report, Asian and American Views, which the Asia Foundation does every 4 years, coinciding with the U.S. presidential cycle. The America's Role in Asia reports, I think, are particularly timely at this moment in light of Secretary of State Clinton's visit. She's currently in Japan, but will be going to Indonesia tomorrow, and then on to South Korea and to China. The Asia Foundation does not have an office here in Singapore, and I'd like to just take a moment to provide a thumbnail sketch of what the Foundation does and a little bit about ourselves. We're a nonprofit grant-making organization that was founded in 1954. We are headquartered in San Francisco. As Chung-Li Lin said, I work in our Washington, D.C. office. But the great thrust of the Asia Foundation's work is done in the 17 field offices throughout the Asia-Pacific region. Our offices span from Japan to Afghanistan. Broadly speaking, we work in 4 areas. We work in the areas of trying to promote good governance, rule of law, civil society strengthening. Second area is economic reform and development. Third area is women's empowerment. And so primarily, we're an international development organization, but what's unique about the Asia Foundation is that in addition to the 3 thematic areas that I mentioned, we also have a foreign policy arm to our programming, and that is the part of the Foundation's overall program portfolio that I manage. A broad objective of the Asia Foundation for more than half a century is to help develop a peaceful, prosperous, just, and open Asia-Pacific region. And the Foundation is pleased that the America's Role in Asia report is not only the signature project for the International Relations Program, but is a signature project for the Asia Foundation overall. As I mentioned, this report is the subtitle, I think, is very important: Asian and American Views. We believe that this is unique because in any election year, whether you're looking at, there is a plethora of reports that come out for the next administration, their new administration in Washington, be these issues domestic or foreign policy. But when they're foreign policy, they tend to be reports that are authored not only primarily but solely by Americans. We include Asian voices in this, and so this is a project that has gone on for all of 2008. We held meetings in South Asia, in New Delhi, in Southeast Asia here just about a year ago, in Singapore, and in Northeast Asia in Seoul, South Korea. And we brought individuals, 2 from virtually every Asian country in all 3 subregions, to discuss the important political, economic, security, social issues important to the Asia-Pacific region and U.S. interests in the region. And all total, there were about 66 individuals, both Asian and American, and that's an astounding group of people to look at issues that were both important in the respect of bilateral relations, such as U.S.-China relations, U.S.-India relations.
Now, whoever the next U.S. president is, how should he engage with Asia? A big question in a huge region that's tackled in a new report from the Asia Foundation.
The Asia Foundation believes that it's essential that both Americans and Asians contribute together to solving problems and addressing challenges of mutual concern. We believe the 2008 America's Role in Asia report and its recommendations can foster beneficial dialogue and understanding.
we felt it was appropriate to listen first to what the Asians felt was a problem and what they felt was deficient in our approach to the region. So we had access to a tremendous group of observers in Asia of American policy. Not necessarily uncritical observers, and properly so. We want to get to the heart of the problem.
We provided advanced summaries of the recommendations to the party platform committees of the Democratic and Republican National Conventions. I personally emphatically of the view that the new administration must not neglect Asian-American relations for policy matters.
I think the biggest story of the 21st century is the rise of Asia.
Everyone says China and India are rising. Today, China is around close to $3,000 per capita, or India is close to $1,000 per capita. Think of China at 10,000, India at 5,000. That world is going to be very, very different.
We feel the effects every day of huge demand for energy from fast-growing countries like China and India. We're being supplanted as the largest polluter. It's urgent that we address these issues, and it makes no sense in the world to address them without drawing on the Chinese and the Indians.
The peace of Asia cannot be assured unless there's peace between China and Japan and between China and India. And we want the Americans to help us. We appeal to the next President of the United States to uphold, not to abandon, your historic commitment to globalization, to free trade, to international institutions, and to international rules. We are committed, just as you are, to the promotion of our people's fundamental freedoms and human rights.
Because the U.S. is geographically a faraway country, it can play the role of a balancer, a stabilizer, reassuring the Asian countries.
If Mr. Kim Jong-il becomes incapacitated, is North Korea going to be more or less dangerous, likely to be dangerous?
If we don't take a lead in trying to adjust the strategic arsenals, I don't think we can reasonably expect others to do so.
The war in Afghanistan is a war of necessity for the United States. The only people who are trying to hurt the United States, who've shown the capacity to do that exactly 7 years ago, have not disappeared.
The U.S. needs a larger strategy of engaging the Pashtun tribes, of addressing their grievances, and of making sure that the military strategy is accompanied by actually producing some stability on the ground and begin the developmental process so that the people on the ground have a stake in the American success and in the American defeat of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda.
I'm very pleased to introduce Ambassador Tommy Koh, who is Ambassador at Large here in Singapore's. Everyone. Well, he is a man who does not need an introduction, but he's also. I just want to mention that this morning Ambassador Koh was very kind to arrange a tour for Ambassador Roy and myself to the Peranakan Museum. He's the chairman of the National Heritage Board, which I believe is 14 museums throughout Singapore, and the three that I have visited are all very impressive. And so since he is a man without an introduction, I'll just let him come up and make his comments about America's role in Southeast Asia. Thank you.